Hello everybody, this is Gadget Guy on Gaming on Linux Guide. Today, this is a how to run the game Port Royale 4, which currently is sitting at about a mixed rating, but it has very positive and was developed by Gaming Minds, and the publisher Calypso was kind enough for me to get a key from them so that I could show you how to run this, because it's not exactly the easiest thing in the world. So first thing, of course, is to install the game. Then once you've installed the game, you've got to start it for one time so that it finishes installing all its redistributables. But the redistributables aren't quite sufficient. So what do you need to do? Well, one of the easiest things to do is first you're going to want to install Proton Tricks. And I will do this in its own separate video much later. But for now, because this game requires Proton Tricks, I'm just going to do a tutorial on how to install Proton Tricks. So you're going to specifically want to search Mato King Proton Tricks, and then it's got its own installation instructions here. As you can see here, follow the pipx instructions. So if you're an Arch Linux, you're going to do sudo pacman -s. Again, this is all one line. You can just copy and paste this into your terminal. Then you do this one, and do this one, and then you do these. But make sure that you have the git package, which can be installed from just a quick Google search. And there you go. Look, you can get Git from the Debian website, or most like Debian based stores will probably have it. My particular bit of Linux is MX Linux. So I had to use the non-recommended pip method, and then I just copy and pasted the Debian. So sudo, because it uses the app manager, sudo apt install python 3 pip python 3 setup tools, and then I did this, and then I copy and pasted this when that was done, and I copy and pasted this, and I made sure I had git, and then I copy and pasted this. And most package installers will have things like git, and I'll show you that one right now. Git. See, you can get git pretty simply, or you can go to stable repo, at least on, as you can see here, on, yeah, right there, the git package on MX Linux. Next up, once you install Proton Tricks by following one of these two instruction sets. This didn't work for me, unfortunately, but this did, but it could potentially work or not work for you based upon, how you get it to work, or what your flavor of Linux is. Next thing you got to do is you got to install Xenity. Xenity might already come included, but with MX Linux, I had to specifically install it. And you might be wondering, why am I installing Xenity? That is because it is a GUI, which makes working on with Proton Tricks a whole lot easier. Because then you can type this. You can type Proton Tricks and slash or hyphen GUI, and it will open up this nice little GUI. Then you pick the game you want, and then you're going to want Port Royale 4. Boom. It's going to take a little bit to load because it's got to like change to that one, to that directory, and do all the wonderful whiny things that it does behind the scenes. So as you can see there, it's making the directory of the compatibility data. You always want to click select default line prefix when you're working with Proton Tricks and installing something. Then what we want to install, because we want to install a DLL or Windows component, you want to scroll all the way down to .NET 40. This is MS.NET 4.0. And then you're going to click the check mark. You're going to click OK. I already have it installed from testing purposes. And then basically you're going to click OK on every single box that says OK. And then eventually you will get an installer of .NET 4.0. And then you're just going to like keep clicking next until it installs it. And then you're going to restart your PC because that's the problem I had. I had to restart my PC, and it will take a little bit of time for it to create unless you're like maybe on a really, really fast SSD. And then once that's installed and you've restarted it, then you can just click play. And it will take a little bit of time to load up. I know it has taken about a minute, maybe two, maybe longer, depending upon, how it's feeling. But it does load, as you can see there. So here we go. We've got it loaded. And we've got a cutscene. And here's the game. And just to show you that it actually works, I'm going to skip the tutorial and keep going through all this. Free game. So that I can show you that it runs. Hey, look, here it is. It's all running. I unfortunately have not played the game a lot, so just going from this screen alone, I don't have a ton of an idea of what's happening. Am I British? I believe I'm British. Yes, I'm British because those are the only colonies I can see. So, yes, the point of this game is to buy high and sell low. So if you notice, and of course you got to manage your settlement. You got like grain right here. You're making a lot of it. Well, you want to take grain to make beer, and then you want to take that beer somewhere else to sell it for a profit. Because profiteering is the name of the game as a merchant. Well, I hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments if you want me to check out another game potentially. And also, if you have any problems, feel free to tell me in the description or in the comments, and I will do my best to help. Although not all flavors of Linux are created equal, so I will do my absolute best, but I don't have experience with all of them. And if you can see here, we can even play the campaign if we so wish. It'll load. It's Christmassy time, so there are Christmassy presents in the ocean. And make sure you play the tutorial so you actually know how to play the game. Oh, interesting voice acting. But yes, that's how you do it. Make sure to subscribe. Haha, back to Windows, little does it know. So that's how you get it running. Again, I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe so that you can get more guides on gaming on Linux with popular Windows games. And also, it helps me show up in the subscription feed of other people who are looking for Linux gaming content. Also hit that like button if you liked the video, or hit the dislike if you didn't. And please tell me why in the comments, because I'd really like to improve my videos, but I really need feedback to do it. All right. Thank you very much for watching. And this has been Gadget Guy. Have a wonderful day.